posting embarrassing stuff. It took a while, but I showed it wasn't me and shut it down. Joy hid a library book I borrowed, causing me to get late fees. Her mom found it later and figured out Joy's trick. Joy messed with my bike's brakes. I felt something was wrong before I wrote it and stopped myself from getting hurt. This escalated one afternoon when Joy's mom was away on a business trip and her dad was away at work. Joy decided to do something drastic. She turned the backyard into a makeshift movie theater. I'm not sure showing a movie here is a good idea.
Well, it's better than having you around all the time.
The backyard quickly filled with people, the projector buzzing to life. I stayed inside, trying to avoid the chaos, and was flipping through a magazine when suddenly, someone stumbled into my room.
Oops, my bad. I was looking for the kitchen. Hey, is that a magazine about vintage cars? My dad collects them, and I've read a bunch about them. Is that the issue with the 60s muscle cars?
Yes, it is. His name was Brian. We discovered we shared a lot of interests and spent the evening chatting in the kitchen. Just as we were really connecting, the screen outside fell over with a crash. Suddenly, Joy and her mom came in.
Look, Mom, I knew it. Marianne set up this whole movie thing just to hang out with her boyfriend.
Boyfriend? That's not true. Why would I organize this party? Joy, you're my only friend here.
Then explain him being in your room. This must be your party.
Enough, Joy. I don't think Marianne would do this. But young man, it's time for you to go home, please. Joy looked so angry and stormed off. She stopped talking to me and just ignored my existence. I kept talking to Brian. Having him in my life was great. He was nice looking and well-mannered. His family had money, and he shared his dream of becoming a doctor with me. A few days later, Joy's mom called me into the living room, where I found my dad sitting. I really care about you and loved having you here, but things with Joy are getting tough. She's feeling left out. Plus, your dad's been talking to us. He's made some changes, wants you back, and misses you a lot.
The past few months have been really tough without you. I love you and want you to come home.
I didn't say much. When I feel a lot, I find it hard to speak, but I managed to say, I'll pack my things. I moved back with Dad, and honestly, things weren't bad. He had really improved, and hanging out with him wasn't bad at all. But I ended up blocking Brian. I didn't have a strong reason to cut him off. I felt like I didn't deserve him and just needed a fresh start. A few months after finishing high school, I couldn't go to college right away. Dad didn't have the money because we had big hospital bills for Mom. So, I started working as a pizza delivery person. It was tough, but I never thought about quitting. I worked really hard and finally got into college. I planned to study economics and maybe even start my own business someday. While studying, I took any job I could get. Eventually, I managed to rent a tiny apartment with a view of the city dump. It wasn't much, but it was mine. I could finally study and rest there. Dad even helped me buy a used car for my delivery job. Things were starting to get better. I kept